Hello, babybambambumkin here. Come along with me today to visit some ancient temples, pre-Columbian, even earlier, here on the shorelines of the ancient Lake Bonneville in Salt Lake City, Utah. We're going to see sites that are sacred to ancients, to the LDS, and also to the True and Living Mormon Church, the LOA. Enjoy!
Okay, to start with, this is on the shorelines of Lake Bonneville, an ancient seabed that's in Utah. And this is actually some stones that are actually ancient temple stones by ancient inhabitants of the shoreline of the Lake Bonneville. These are pre-Columbian, these are older than, these can go back to almost post-Adamic times. These are very ancient and are known to the LOA and Mormons as being very ancient, holy sacred stones. These are like Stonehenge of Utah, and you can see that it is made out of a cement-type substance. This was unknown to the inhabitants and the Native Americans here, though much more ancient than that. And you can see that, a lot of people may say that this is sedimentary rock that was left from Lake Bonneville, but you can see by the way that they're facing and with the direction that they're obviously some kind of ancient sacred stones. Now what you see here is that you can see it's obviously a cement-type structure, and this is technology that only was pretty recent. These are technologies that these ancient people shouldn't have had, so they must have had help from some type of interstellar type interventions. Now these are mounds and rock mounds that are near these temple stones, or these giant Stonehenge type stones, and these mounds of rocks are astonishingly similar to these rocks in Missouri at Adam-on-Diamond, which was the original outskirts of the Garden of Eden, according to our prophet Joseph Smith. The interesting thing about these mounds is you can see one overgrown by weeds here, and off in the distance there's another mound of rocks and mound stones, and then the temple stones jetting out of the hillside of these ancient temples. Who's to know if these didn't even exist post-Atlantean? But it looks like these mounds have been here a very, very long time, more ancient than the Paiutes or any of the American Indians. This is probably pre-Indian. The Lamanite sites. I know according to the LOA that these are very sacred sites. There's a wall, you can see a type of wall with a giant temple stone in front of it. And there's just stuff, weeds and things grown up all over, sagebrush everywhere. But the interesting thing is all of this stuff faces on the northern hill slope, and it's facing the south. And as we come out to this peak that's jutting out of the hillside, these giant temple stones, this is a very sacred stone right here that we're looking at, and I'll go into it further in a second. But as we look out from these obviously man-made looking stones here, you can see that it faces the south, and you can see the entire Salt Lake Valley down below. And this was also a lookout point for Lamanites and also Paiutes and other indigenous people that lived here in Utah in order to hunt and also to be able to communicate across long distances. But here's the sacred stone that is very sacred to the True and Living Mormon Church of the Latter-day Order of Amen. For this is where some copper plates were found in this very cave, in this small little cavern. And they were buried here by ancient inhabitants. These are part of the plates of Geislam and the Geislamic plates. And you can see that this is a facsimile of the copper plates that were found here and are very sacred to the True and Living Mormons. They have an astonishing similarity to these tablets. The Sofa Savage Michigan Mound Builder plates, and these here by the Mormon King of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, James Swain, the Bowie plates, also found in Michigan,